everybody, 'tis I, the Rumpled One. I wanted to make sure you see this. Made a video, I believe it was yesterday, maybe it was the day before. I talked about some of the things I've learned and it really hit me hard the past couple of weeks. Because you know, I've been making those videos where I go out there and I talk to the sheep. Because I've been saying, talking to some people, it's like talking to the sheep. But see, actually, I've been pondering that, and I realize it's better for me to talk to the sheep, because the sheep, they'll just look at me, and they'll just go about their business. Whereas some of the people, they'll do whatever it takes to thwart my efforts, to contradict my message, to try to prevent me from reaching my goals. But I realized there was something I missed, because I said there was 4 things, and as I was writing this, I realized there's a 5th one. First 2, time and place. Once again, as a child, you probably heard one of your parents go, "Now's not the time or place for that. Behave yourself. Save that for when we get home." The other one's the audience. Said if I wear my Yankees cap and I go up to a sports bar in Boston, I'll be lucky to get out of there alive if I start going, saying go Yankees. You think I'm kidding? I grew up on the East Coast. I know what I'm talking about. The message. The message is important. You have to have the right message. But the other thing is you have to use the right medium. Because you could use radio, you could use TV. Now we've got the internet. You could print up flyers. You could stand out on the street corner and just talk. So you got to have all 5 of these. Who knows? Maybe I'll ponder this some more. There might be a 6th one. Let me know what you think. But it's just really important. And the thing is, you have to realize that all the people aren't going to be your audience all of the time. You have to find the people who are your audience. And I realized, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I said, I have the most problems, the most resistance when I deal with government agencies. That's where I get all the flack and the resistance. I thought back all throughout my life. And about the only exception is when I used to do real estate dealings, is dealing with mortgage companies, banks, and insurance companies. But what they all have in common is that they're so policy based. Everything has to fit in this box. But that's not the real world. And see, I live in the real world. I don't know where some of those people live. I don't know where they're from, what planet, right? But sometimes they just can't see outside of that box and say, hey, look, this works. Okay, it might not fit in your box, but this works. Don't you see it? Some people can't see it. And it's hard because sometimes it's better to talk on the phone. That's part of the medium. You talk to the person, then you can hear them. Maybe you go there, a face-to-face sit-down meeting. Then they can see your face, they can see your eyes, they can see your expression. And you can see theirs. Because communication's two-way, right? Sometimes maybe it's better to put it in writing. That way there can be no mistake, because sometimes in meetings people hear what they want to hear. They listen for what they want to hear. And if they hear it, but everything else just kind of doesn't get there. Yeah, communication. It's very interesting. It really is. I mean, text messages. People out there texting all the time, but there's so much lost. You know, LOL. I mean, yeah, I type that all the time because I laugh at life every day, many times a day. Guess that's what keeps me so young. Can't take myself seriously. But the medium, that is very important. So we got time, place, the audience, the message, the medium. And you see, a lot of times things are trendy. So like, you know, this preparedness thing with all the hurricanes and floods and power outages. I mean, it's real funny. The local paper had my buddy on the front page, and an article about us being preppers, Saturday's paper. Well, that Sunday, they lost power up there in the city, up there in Mount Pilot. And I'm wondering how many people read that article, then all of a sudden find out that, you know, when their lights don't come on when they flick the switch, they go, huh, maybe them preppers ain't so crazy after all. Just something to think about. So maybe the time and place was right for that article to come out. Had the right message and the right medium, people read the paper. Maybe we got a bigger audience now. I don't know, we'll find out. It's not really important. But what is important is that maybe if you ponder this, you might be able to add to it. You might be able to use it next time you have to deal with somebody. Is it the right time? Is this the right time? Is this the right place? Am I talking to the right people? Have I got the right message? Am I using the right medium to get my points across? Let me know what you think. Because see, this is all part of preparation. Now you might think, what's that got to do with prepping? Well, see, if you prepare and you plan, then when it's time to deliver your message using the right medium to the right audience at the right time and place, you've got it all together. It should be a victory for you. So once again, if you fail to prepare, then you're preparing to fail.